Hi everyone, it's Cece here. I want to talk about next week. So I've been working on the calendar. As you know, during this quarantine time, we've only been doing 1 week at a time, but I thought we'd try something different this coming week. I think people are getting a little tired of the activities cart and a little tired of us even springing some surprises on you, which I get. It's a lot to answer your door 4 or 5 times a day for a bunch of people to yell aloha at you, but we try. So this next week's going to be a little different. This is kind of going to be more of an independent assignment. I've been thinking a lot about how we can still feel connected and still feel like a community right now, and also how to keep you guys entertained and stimulated and using those brain muscles and everything. All that stuff that we're used to doing, the socializing, the classes, the fitness, the music, all that stuff is really good for our brains. And as much as I'm trying to recreate it on the TV, we know it's just not the same. So we're going to do something a little different. Next week, we are doing a memoir challenge. I know there's a few of you here who've already written memoirs, and good for you. But this isn't just for residents. I'm going to open this up to staff too, and I'm going to really encourage the directors to participate as well. So, memoir challenge. Every day next week, there's going to be a writing prompt at the top of the calendar. And I'm going to go over the writing prompts with you right now too, so that you can start preparing and kind of working a little bit and see what you come up with. I'm also going to be doing a video every day next week, and I'm going to read some of the submissions I get. If you want to be anonymous, that's fine. I won't tell anybody who wrote what, but the way that I'm going to accept submissions is through email. My email address is sperrycecilia@windsor@celebration.com. And if you don't want to email it and you want to verbally tell me the story, you can call me, you can leave me a voicemail, or I can send one of the girls up to film you in your doorway. We can do lots of ways, but I think there's something to be said about writing these thoughts down, and pausing and remembering and taking time to kind of elaborate a little bit on some of our favorite memories and times. So this is going to be fun. I'm excited about it. I hope that you get excited too. This is going to be a little bit, like I said, it's different and we've never done it before, but I'm looking forward to it. So rules, not a lot of rules. The biggest thing is try to keep it under 200 words. We're keeping it simple. If your story's really good and you have to extend it to 500 words, I'll still accept it, but 200 to 500 words. And yeah, take the time to write it out. Like I said, I will take paper submissions if you don't want to send it to my email, but email is going to be the quickest way and the simplest way for me to get these stories and to read them back to you, which will be fun because we'll get to know a little bit about our neighbors. Even if it's an anonymous neighbor, we'll know some stuff. Okay, so enough with the explanation. Let's go on to the writing prompts, okay? Monday, April 20th. The writing prompt is childhood best friend, okay? So childhood best friend, think about it. Who was your pal? Who did you gang around with? Who did you go knock on their mom's door and say, hey, can so-and-so come out to play? What did you guys do? What was your favorite activity? What did you talk about? Are you still friends, or did the friendship end, and why? Things like that. I want to know about your childhood best friend. Tuesday, the 21st, places of significance. This could be anything. Places of significance. It could be the library your mom used to take you to. It could be the church you got married in. It could be a mountain that maybe you never visited, but your dad talked about a lot. Places of significance. I want to know about the places that come to your mind when you hear that phrase. What physical place is significant in my life? Could be Windsor. Doesn't have to be Windsor. I want to hear about places other than Windsor. 22nd. That's Wednesday, April 22nd. The writing prompt is going to be family dynamics. I know I could write quite a bit more than 500 words about my own family dynamics, for sure. I could probably do an entire novel just about the craziness that is my family. But this can be about your personal family. This could be about you and your kids. This could be about your extended family, that crazy pack of cousins that lives in the Carolinas. It could be about your family growing up, your brothers and sisters and your parents and your grandparents. Really, it's up to you, but that's the prompt, family dynamics. April 23rd, Thursday. The prompt is vacation memories. Vacation, this one's fun, okay? Because it doesn't have to be a good memory. We could have bad vacation memories. Everybody's had those. The car breaking down or the tent falling over or whatever. There's a lot of bad vacation memories out there too. But I want to hear about it all. I want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. What was your most memorable vacation? All right, Friday the 24th, this one I'm really excited for. If you've been in a round table with me, you know that this is one of the questions I tend to ask. Friday's prompt is a love story. Now, I know not everybody has their own love story, so it doesn't have to be your love story. It can be someone else's love story. It can be an unrequited love story. It could be about you and your spouse. It could be about your parents. I want to hear love stories. I want to hear how they met, how they got together, where they got married, how they are now, things like that. There's nothing quite like a good love story. Okay, 25th, Saturday. This one's fun too. A crime story. Everybody, at least everybody who I know, maybe you guys are related to a more savory pack of people than myself, but I feel like every family has somebody who's been involved with something criminal. So rack your brains on this one. And like I said, this can be anonymous. If you don't want me to know the names, don't use real names. But I think it's interesting to think about the people you know who've been involved in crime. And it also doesn't have to be family. It doesn't specify a family crime story. But I want to know about a crime story that affected you personally. It could have been in your town. It could have been in your school. You know, it could have been 2 states away, but your sister told you all about it. I want to know about the crime story. And then the last day, the 26th, is Untold Secrets. Untold Secrets is a fascinating subject to me of things that people don't share. Sometimes people don't share things until the end of their lives. Sometimes they're little. Sometimes they're like, here, I'll tell you one right now. My untold secret. When I was 7 years old, we were going to go trick-or-treating on Halloween, and my sister and I both had pumpkin lantern lights. And my pumpkin lantern died because I had been playing with it too much. And my sister's did not. So I switched the batteries. I gave her the dead batteries, and I took the good ones. And I never told my mother. And I felt so bad about it. I felt like the biggest criminal ever. And I've still never told anybody. So now you know, that's my secret. I have worse ones, but we're going to save that for a little later in the pandemic for that kind of deep storytelling. So anyway, yeah, Untold Secrets. I have another one, an untold secret in my family. My dad, his mother got married 3 times when he was growing up. He had a sister he didn't know about. And they found each other when he was in his 40s, and she's been an amazing aunt to myself and my siblings, and she came to my wedding and all sorts of stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting that that was a secret that my grandma couldn't tell. So think about that, rack your brains. Like, that's part of this exercise too, is to kind of spend some time doing some introspection and thinking about stuff you don't think about every single day. So I'm really excited for this challenge. I really hope that I get a lot of participation. I think it could be really, really cool, and just start collecting those stories. Everybody, what's the saying? Everybody has a book inside of them. All of you guys can fill many, many books, I'm sure, with your life experiences. So take a minute, take a few to sit and think about these things, write them down and send them to me, and we'll share them. I think that that'll be really great. So I hope you guys are excited. I certainly am. I'm going to make an announcement about what the prompts are each day of the week so you can kind of prepare. And go ahead and email them to me anytime. And I live here. I can't really get away from you. So please just let me know when you have something that you want to share, because I'm all ears and I'm very excited. So anyway, I hope that this helps kind of break things up a little bit, change your routine, gets you excited about starting a new project. It's not too terribly difficult. I don't need to teach you, do a tutorial or anything on how to write. And I'm really not going to check your grammar, so don't feel bad about that at all. All right. Well, I'll see you later. I'll be looking for your stories. We'll talk soon. Bye.